Hi guys, so we are now talking about organization in terms of comparison contrast. As I indicated in the assignment requirements video, this is the essay that will test your organizational capabilities. And the reason for that is that you have to follow a solid structure that's provided by the assignment in order to really make sure that your ideas stand out, in order to make sure that you are expressing yourself in a way that's not going to confuse the reader. So please make sure that you are following the format that we discuss in this particular PowerPoint for the assignments in the future. Okay, so some reminders for comparison contrast. This needs to be 3 or more pages. There needs to be 2 outside sources, one for each topic. It needs to include MLA formatting, right? So for not only the overall paper, but also in-text citations and the works cited page. Similarities are limited to the introduction and conclusion paragraphs. Differences are really laid out in the body paragraphs, of which there should be an even number, and you'll see that in a little while. And it must follow either the block method or the point by point method. Okay, those are the big reminders for comparison contrast that you should kind of keep in the back of your mind. Now, to go back over the comparison contrast thesis statement, I have that template that I pointed out to you guys in the last video. While topic 1 and topic 2 are both similarity, they differ in terms of point A and point B, because your thesis statement, while topic 1 and topic 2 are both similarity, they differ in terms of point A and point B. So your thesis statement has to include topic 1, topic 2, point A, and point B, as well as an indication of comparison contrast. Okay, now this template is slightly different. I use while instead of although, but essentially that same idea is holding true. I'm just showing you different ways of conveying the same information. So as far as organization goes, we have 2 methods, and this was pointed out in the assignment requirements video and the assignment requirements document. We have the block method, which groups topics rather than points. Okay, so it groups paragraphs by topic. And then we have the point by point method, which groups paragraph by points rather than topics. Okay, so as far as the block method goes, we start off with topic 1, point A, topic 1, point B, topic 2, point A, and topic 2, point B. Now I'm going to go back to the last slide really quickly because I want to point out one thing. Now, the topics and points that you choose are assigned topic 1, topic 2, point A, point B, based on where you place them in your thesis statement. So if you put the first topic first, well, logically, that's where the first topic would go. Whichever topic you place first is going to automatically become topic 1. Okay, in our little essay formula. Whichever topic you place second is going to become topic 2. Same thing for points. Whichever point goes first is point A, whichever point goes second is point B. So now back over here. Now, block method again, just to run down. Topic 1, point A, next paragraph, topic 1, point B, next paragraph, topic 2, point A, next paragraph, topic 2, point B, right? Grouping by topic. The point by point method groups paragraphs by points. So you have topic 1, point A, topic 2, point A, topic 1, point B, topic 2, point B. Okay, so you have these things, you separate out these individual points and topic combinations in each paragraph. You don't want crossover. You don't want to talk about topic 1, point B in the topic 1, point A paragraph, just like you don't want to talk about both topics 1 and 2 in regards to point A in one paragraph. You want these all split to give yourself the space to be able to, kind of dig deeper, find more detail that shows how this particular point interacts with this particular topic. So how do we organize this more specifically? So kind of referring to what I've just said, each paragraph contains information pertaining only to the topic through the lens of that particular point. Okay, if you want to think about it as putting these ideas in boxes, right? You'll have 4 boxes laid out in front of you. Topic 1, point A goes in one box, right? If you wanted to take out little strips of paper and write this, topic 1, point A in one box, topic 2, point B in another box, topic 1, point A in another box, topic 2, point B in another box. And just note that this organization structure, topic 1, point A, then topic 2, point B, then topic 1, point A, that does not follow either the point by point or the block method. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to show you that now that you've got these different things in each of their boxes, you can move the boxes around to make them fit that organizational structure. And as you're writing, if you're finding, oh, I'm not really digging the block method, no big deal. Just move your boxes around, right? So on paper, what that would look like is you're moving your paragraphs, you're shifting those around. And if you shift around, like if you just kind of shift around everything but keep your topics and points the same, then you don't need to change anything in your thesis statement because your thesis statement is already showing which is coming first, which order is happening. If you decide halfway through, oh, I want to switch topic 1 and topic 2, just make sure that you change it in your thesis statement and in your topic sentences. Okay, so remember, there should be no contamination from other topics and other points in each of these paragraphs. Okay, you want to keep them isolated in order to be able to really dig through the detail that you need. So how do we create topic sentences? Well, your topic sentences will include the topic and point that the paragraph is going to discuss, right? You remember the boxes, right? You need to tell the reader what's happening in that box. A formula that you could use for these topic sentences could be topic. I'm not sure why there's an apostrophe S there. I apologize for that typo. Topic, point, is specific point and specific point. Now that probably seems a little bit confusing, but we have an example again. So going back to our example about jelly donuts and brownies, while both a jelly donut and a brownie are delicious pastries, they differ in terms of appearance and filling, right? Our thesis statement from the thesis statement video. So the topic sentence for the first one would be a jelly donut's appearance is golden and powdered. So we can see jelly donut is our topic, appearance is our point, and then how we're going to discuss it is specific point and specific point. Okay, moving down to the next thing, we're talking about brownies. So this structure is put out in the point by point method, right? Because the points are the same, not the topics as we go through. The next paragraph is going to be about a brownie. So that's the topic. Their appearance is the point. And then brown is going to be the specific point, and flaky is going to be the other specific point. Now, take a look at how golden and brown work together, right? They're both color. And then powdered and flaky are both texture, right? So, and like what the texture looks like. So, you want to make sure that your specific points mirror one another. You don't want to, have, that a donut is golden and powdered and that a brownie is gooey and crispy, right? You don't want to have that because gooey and crispy together, one is kind of weird, even though it can happen on the edges. But you want to make sure that your specific points mirror one another. Okay. And then we move down to a jelly donut's filling. It's fruity and sticky. So jelly donut is our topic, filling is our point, and then fruity and sticky are both our specific points. Okay. Then we have the next one. A brownie's filling is fudgy and gooey, right? So a brownie's filling, brownie, topic, filling, point, fudgy and gooey, how those things are working together. And again, look, so fruity and fudgy relate to one another because they're taste. And then sticky and gooey are related to one another because it's actually like the way that they feel in your mouth. Okay. I mean, to be fair, if you make brownies right, then they're gooey. If you overcook them, then they're less gooey, but not as good. Come at me. Okay, so notice again, like I pointed out before, that this is following the point by point method because we're grouping by appearance first, then we're grouping by filling. Okay, the topics are going in order, topic 1, topic 2, topic 1, topic 2. Okay, but it's going point A, point A, point B, point B. And remember, each of these bullets are going to be a separate paragraph. Okay, and that's important for you to remember. So for another example, a thesis statement could be, while Tampa and Lawrenceville are both moderately populated cities, they differ in terms of nightlife and their tourist attractions. Okay, so first topic sentence would be, Tampa's nightlife is conveniently located and maintains long hours. Okay, so Tampa is the topic, nightlife is the point, conveniently located is the specific point that that paragraph is going to discuss, and maintains long hours is another specific point that that paragraph will discuss. Then we move on to Lawrenceville's nightlife is sparing and closes early, right? So the next paragraph, after talking about Tampa's nightlife, talks about Lawrenceville's nightlife. And it says, okay, so it's sparing. Um, Actually, back up. So Lawrenceville is the topic, nightlife is the point, sparing is the specific point, and closes early is the other specific point. So you can see how conveniently located and sparing, I guess we could have also called it sparsely located or something like that, because I don't know about you guys, but I have not found some nightlife in Lawrenceville. It doesn't seem like it exists. Seems like it's all restaurants. So there's not too much nightlife, essentially, is what that's trying to say, and that it closes early. So you can see how those specific points between Tampa and Lawrenceville's nightlife relate to one another. Then we move on to our second topic. Again, this one is grouped by point as well. We have Tampa's tourist attractions are beaches and museums. So Tampa, tourist attractions, right? Topic, point, specific point, beaches, museums. Lawrenceville's tourist attractions are shopping malls and restaurants. So Lawrenceville, topic, tourist attractions, point, shopping malls, specific point, restaurants, specific point, right? So beaches and shopping malls are both things that people can just go and do and walk around and enjoy, right? So that's how they're linked. But museums and restaurants are both things that you have to pay to play, for lack of a better term, right? You need to pay to get in. You need to, um, you know, go through inside this kind of specific venue rather than having the freedom of a beach or a shopping mall. So that's how those specific points relate to one another. Now, I do want to say that if you wanted to make this block method, say you started writing point by point, you decided you hated it, you wanted to switch it around, all you do is move your paragraphs, like I said before. So your first paragraph that's leading with Tampa's nightlife is conveniently located and maintains long hours would then be followed by another paragraph that says Tampa's tourist attractions are beaches and museums. Right? So we just clump Tampa together rather than clumping nightlife together. Okay? And then the third body paragraph, to switch to block method, would be Lawrenceville's nightlife is sparing and closes early. Then the next paragraph would be Lawrenceville's tourist attractions are shopping malls and restaurants. Right, so grouping by topic can be helpful, but grouping by point is also an effective way to do it. So it's up to you how you want to convey this information, as long as you do it one way or the other. So what does this mean for our body paragraphs? Well, we have in our topic sentence, which was Roman numeral 1, topic 1, point A, specific of point A, and specific of point A. So your supporting detail would be the first specific of point A, right, to put this in outline form. Obviously, when you go to submit your essay, you kind of want to clump all this together into a paragraph. But if you wanted to turn in the optional outline, then you have the option to, kind of follow this structure. So your supporting detail is going to be the first specific of point A. You've already told the reader what you're going to discuss in your topic sentence, so now you just need to place it in your paragraph. Okay, and then you'll follow that up with an example that shows how the topic works in reference to that first specific of point A. An example, and then an explanation of how that example relates back to your topic. Okay, your supporting detail, which would be the second specific of point A, would show how the topic sentence or how the topic works in reference to that second specific of point A. Then an explanation of how that example relates back to the topic. Right, so you can see that, even though essays are very creative, they're also very formulaic as well, if you think about it in terms of the formula. So if you are not an English person, I know a lot of you have told me that's the case, you can be. You just need to think about it in terms of of a more analytical minded approach. Okay. And if you do decide to do the organization, the outline and conclusion assignment, for comments, what you'll want to do is do this for each of the 4 body paragraphs, okay? To choose either the block method and point by point method, and make sure that you can see that each topic or each paragraph is referring specifically to one topic and one point, okay? So to see an example, to go back to Tampa's nightlife is conveniently located and maintains long hours. The convenient locations of Tampa's nightlife makes it an ideal scene for people to relax after a long week. Boom, right? That's talking about how it's conveniently located. Then, for the example, people line up around the block to go to one of the many bars and clubs that line the main drag of Ybor City. Signs proclaiming Tsar, Empire, and the Dirty Shame, among others, flash brightly into the darkened sky on Fridays and Saturday nights, announcing different venues, while the sounds of chattering and laughter fill the crowded streets. All right, so here's where we bring in our detail that we were using for the illustration example essay. Use that detail in your example, and then link it back. Because there are multiple bars and clubs along one main street, people looking to have a fun evening out can move between venues once they have exhausted their fun at a particular location. Boom. So now not only is it convenient to get there and go and enjoy yourself, but it's also convenient to like change your mind and go to a different bar or a different club. So we can see now how all of these points that are happening in capital letter A, right? So number 1, little a, all of these things are relating back to capital A, which also relates back to Roman numeral 1 in the topic sentence. Then we go to the next point about how it maintains long hours. Tampa's nightlife holds long hours, allowing patrons to enjoy themselves long into the night. Okay, that clearly establishes that they're open for a long time. Okay, the sounds of dance music and karaoke stream from open doors throughout the year, often until after 3 o'clock in the morning. Pizza windows lining the streets stay open just as late, serving slice after slice to those wanting some delicious carbs. Not saying why they want those carbs, but they want those carbs. Um, so it identifies, that example for how we know that they stay open late, and then also does provide that same rich detail that we saw in capital A1, right? Um, And then to tie it back, since clubs, bars, and impromptu pizza joints remain open until late, patrons can spend a long evening out with their friends without worrying that it will end sooner than they hope. Right? So just to tie it up. And then we have our transition sentence. While Tampa's nightlife is convenient to attend and stays open late, Lawrenceville's nightlife is often difficult to find and closes early. Right? So we can see it tying together the things that we've just talked about, right? Because it's convenient to attend and stays open late, as well as we know it's Tampa for the topic, nightlife for the point. We also know that the next paragraph is going to discuss Lawrenceville's nightlife and how it's often difficult to find and it closes early, right? So it kind of links those things together. And that's how you'll want to create one body paragraph, right? Remember, this is one body paragraph. And then the next body paragraph, the way this is set up, again, using the point by point method, just like the last slide was, is talking about Lawrenceville's nightlife in terms of how difficult it is to find and the time that it closes, right? So we've got one body paragraph for this, one body paragraph for the next one, and then once we move on to the other points, we'll have one body paragraph for those as well. Each, of course. Okay, so that is the general gist of how to organize for the comparison contrast essay. Like I said to you before, this is meant to test your organizational skills. It's meant to make sure that you totally understand how to put like ideas together and keep like ideas together. Okay, you don't want to, be talking about multiple topics in one paragraph, multiple points in one paragraph. Keep them separate for your reader. Okay, if you decide to kind of clump everything together, then your reader is going to be like bouncing everywhere, trying to figure out exactly what's happening. And you don't want to do that to them. Okay, you want to make it clearly specified, clearly easy to find, and just make it kind of pop out of your essay in a way that makes sense and is easily understandable. All right, so you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do awesome things, and I will see you in the next video.